Hello guys, hello my people, welcome to my YouTube channel Cameroonian TV. As you all know, I'm here to prepare the Cameroonian delicacy. So today we are going to be preparing Cameroonian Gateau. So I would like you all to really sit tight and enjoy this video. But before we start, I would like you all to give me a thumbs up, turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget to comment. This gateau that we are going to prepare today is a very delicious delicacy from Cameroon. Everybody loves it, I can say that confidently. So I would like you all to just sit down and let's take a ride to the preparations. So these are the ingredients we're going to use to prepare our Cameroonian gateau. Here I have a 1.5 kilos of flour, lukewarm water 1 cup. You have to make sure your water is not hot, because if it is hot, it's going to kill the yeast. So it has to be lukewarm. 2 eggs, my 3 spoons of butter, 3 spoons of milk, 3 spoons of sugar. If you are a sugar lover, you can increase it, or maybe you can decrease it if you don't like too much sugar. A teaspoon of nutmeg, a sachet of yeast, a teaspoon of salt. So these are the ingredients we're going to use to prepare the gateau. So let's begin. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put in this butter into the microwave for at least or at most 1 minute for it to dissolve. So it's 1 minute. Let me remove the butter. You can see it is well dissolved. The next thing I'm going to do is put my lukewarm water inside my bowl, a cup. I'm going to add my milk. And stir. Sachet of yeast. I'm going to let this sit for at least 5 minutes before we continue with the other process. So the yeast has been in the water for 5 minutes. So you can see the next thing, put in my sugar. Sugar, salt, nutmeg, and stir. Now it's time for me to whisk my egg and put inside this mixture. Cameroonian gateau, it's so easy to do, you know. So easy to make. You mix everything together. My butter. There is no particular formula of making this Cameroonian gateau. So far as we have all the ingredients, you just have to put them in any order and you will still have your gateau at the end of the day. So now it's time for me to put in my flour. I've already sieved the flour, guys. I'm using the whisk to mix, but along the line I'm going to use my hands. Now it's time for me to use my hands because it's getting difficult to use the whisk. It's sticky, guys, as you can see. I'm just going to add a little bit of flour for it to be non-sticky. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour. About so the consistency is perfect right now. When you're making gateau, right, if you discover that the flour is less, that's after you've mixed everything together and you discover that the flour is less, it's very okay for you to add some flour. So like what I did. Now I'm going to remove this and put on my kneading board and knead. So I'm going to remove this and put on my kneading board and continue with the kneading. So look at this, my people. I have been knitting for the past 10 minutes. Can you see? Look at how elastic it is. Look at. I can confidently say the knitting is okay. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. My dough is ready, guys. So what I'm going to do now is to cut the dough in smaller sizes, round them and put on my tray. You can see I've already dusted my tray with some flour. So let's begin. You cut them in smaller sizes and put on the tray. I love cutting them in smaller sizes because if I cut them in bigger sizes, it will be very difficult to get ready in the inside. This is the last one. This is much, guys. It's about 30. That's 2 kilos of flour at the end of the day because I added flour. So now it's about 30 of the gateaus. See? The next thing I'm going to do is to put it in a warm place for it to rise before we start frying. So in this case, I'm going to turn on my oven for about 1 minute for it to be hot or warm before I put this goodness inside for it to rise. So I'm putting it inside my oven. I'm going to allow this to stay in the oven for at least 45 minutes before I'm going to take it out, or until it rises. So my gateau is ready, guys. I allow it to rise for 40 minutes, so you can see it's looking all good and perfect. So now my oil is already on the fire, so let's start the frying. I'm carrying this woman because she was disturbing. She cried a lot, so Mama, say hi. Yay. So my oil has been on fire for the past 5 minutes on low heat, so the oil is ready now for me to start frying. Now I'm going to take the gateau. If you notice, when you take it out to fry, it has a funny shape. So the next thing you have to do is just to arrange it, to fold it again and place inside your oil. So this is what I'm going to do. fold it and put. And when you're frying, you make sure you fry on medium heat, because if it is on high heat, it might cook on the outside, but in the inside it is still raw. So I have to make sure my fire is low, at least at medium. Look at that, guys. Gateau. This will be crunchy on the outside and fluffy in the inside. So delicious. This is already getting brown, so I have to turn it to make sure it doesn't get burned. Remember, fry on low heat. Yeah. This is ready. So I'm going to take this out and put in my colander. Okay guys, the gateau is ready. Oh my goodness, it's anyway, I couldn't taste it or eat it behind the camera. I wanted to eat it in front of you guys so that you see it is very fluffy in the inside and crunchy in the outside. So it's so delicious, guys, so delicious. I would like you all to try this at home and tell me how it is. It's so delicious. Just follow this recipe and you will have exactly what I'm getting now. It melts in my mouth, guys. So delicious. Let me eat this before I eat this part. Okay guys, thanks for taking part in this process, this cooking of gateau. I appreciate you all, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the post notification bell, and don't forget to like. Oh my god, you know, I can't wait to eat this thing. Thank you all guys, thank you all for taking part. See you next time.